Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Triple F, Final Fantasy fan, and today I received a package from Japan. It's actually containing some Square Enix items, and this video will be about me unboxing the box and showing you the items that are inside it. It's gonna be a general video, so the items will be just generally showcased. The plan is for having a separate video for every single item on my channel. So I'll be going into detail where it came from, who created it, who are the producers, those kind of things, all the details. So yeah, let's get started. I'll get the box, I'll change the camera view, and then I'll show you guys what's inside. Okay, so I changed the camera angle. I'm just gonna get the box. It's quite a big box, it's not super heavy. Let's see if I can put it here, kind of center, there we go. It actually says handle with care, fragile, in several languages. It's in English and what I assume is going to be Japanese. My Japanese is not that good, but seeing as it's from Japan, it's probably Japanese. So I'm just gonna get a knife to get this box open and see and have a look what's inside. So, hope I'm not blocking the entire view here. Oh, there's actually a letter here. There we go. Don't need that now. That's probably the bill. I actually have a few knives from Final Fantasy related items, from Final Fantasy related themes, so I might be using that in the future to open these boxes. Right now I'm just using a sharp bread knife. There we go. Let me get this out of the way. And then inside the box is some bubble wrap, and well, maybe you can already see some of the items right through it. So it's my first time ordering from this specific buyer, so let's see, and if it's to my liking I might buy more from him. So we have a lot of protective material, which is nice because I prefer all my items to be secure, especially when I ship them all the way from Japan. And then we have one package, still in the bubble wrap. I'm gonna leave it like that for a sec, just getting everything out first. So all the items are wrapped separately, which is really good. That's what I like. You know, you can see they put some, they paid some attention to packing the items. There's another item. I move the box a bit back further. There's another big item in there. So all of these, well, not all of these, but the majority of these are Square Enix related items, so we have a lot of stuff to cover. Some of these I might already have. There's another big one. Some of these I might already have in either a NTSC U or a PAL version, but these are the Japanese versions, so they usually have different box art. I think I've already seen the bottom. Alright, that's it for the box, so I'm just gonna get the box out of the way so we have a bit more space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items, though I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I already know what's in here actually. That's the surprise one. Alright, so let's start with the first package. Okay, so I put down a piece of bubble wrap, which is where I'll aim my camera at, so I have a center point. My cat just went off the table, that's good, so I have all the tail to myself. Just gonna zoom in a bit. So when I lay down my games, they're protected, and well, the camera's focused in one spot, so I know that I have a good shot. Just gonna flip my screen around so I can actually see what I'm recording as well. And let me start with the first package. Quite a big package, the starter one. So we're starting off with Star Ocean, Till the End of Time, the director's cut. It's actually a double disc version, I believe. Yes, it is. And what I love about these games is the CD art. Here in Europe, we have some CDs with CD art. Square Enix usually does the CD art, but there's actually a lot of games in Europe which are just a standard CD, like just one color or two colors and then just some text. But here you have the characters from the game. The director's cut, so it's two versions. It's disc 1 and disc 2. And yeah, I'll be reviewing these games separately in their own videos. This is just the unboxing of the box I got from Japan, so it's gonna be just gonna browse through them quite quickly, else this video will be several hours long. Here we have Final Fantasy 12 from Square Enix. It's also a Japanese version, Final Fantasy 12. This one actually looks very similar to the European version, except for the Japanese language underneath it. And there's some stuff inside. What's this? Download 5 songs on iTunes. That's surprising. This one, yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can't see it on the camera, but there is some character design on the disc. It's white and it's faded, so it's really hard to see. But I do believe it's Judge Gebrandt on the CD. And the back side. So this one is quite similar to the one we have in Europe. I'm going to close this, put it with Star Ocean. There we go. And then we have Final Fantasy X-2. This is also very similar to the European version we have here. So let's open it up. So again, some CD art on there, but very similar to the European version we have here, except everything is in Japanese. So like I mentioned before, I have most of these already in the PAL region, some of them in the American region, but none of them I have yet in the Japanese region. So I find it kind of cool if you put them like this. Can I get it on the camera? That the what do you call this? The header, the title of the game, it's all in Japanese. So if you put them all next to each other, I find it quite cool to have them set up like that. And then maybe the exact same games underneath or below it, the European version or the American version. So you have 3 layers but 3 different texts. So we have Final Fantasy X here, double disc. I have this one in European version. I actually got that way back when the PS2 got released, or close after the PS2 got released. I got it with my PS2, and I'm kind of wondering what's on this disc, because I know in the European version there's like a small interview and a song of Riku, I believe. Might pronounce that wrong. So yeah, quite curious what's inside there actually. Other side of the Final Fantasy, dedicated to the Final Fantasy enthusiasts. So that's definitely me. So yeah, I'll definitely be checking that out in the future. Oh, that's number 4. And here we have Final Fantasy X-2, another Final Fantasy X-2, but this one is a lot different actually, because this is the international mission, I believe. International plus last mission. So this box art is different from the other one I showed you. And I've never seen this one myself. Didn't really look into it that much, but maybe that's why I haven't seen it, but I'm not sure if this is a Japanese only. So a golden disc here. And there's Yuna and Len, I believe, from Final Fantasy X-2. So quite cool. That's 5 of them. What else do we got in here? We got Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for the PS2. I love this one because it has a reflective front. It's like a metallic color. Not sure if you can pick that up on the camera. Probably not. There's the book and some really cool. Let me see if I can show you guys that. Yeah, that's visible. Some really cool art on the disc. And that's Sora. Yeah, the back as well, it's also reflective. Didn't see that before. So Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, not Final Fantasy. A game I've never actually played yet. I'll be doing that in the future. I hope they can release this game on the PlayStation Network so I can actually play it from there. Or else I just have to hook up my Japanese PlayStation 2. I was actually surprised because in all these packages I actually thought it came with a Japanese PlayStation 2. Luckily I already have a Japanese one, so I can just play these games. But yeah, that was a surprise it wasn't in there. Not a big issue because probably the least important item of all of it. It's more about the games. And here we have Radiata stories. Radiata, know how to pronounce that. Cool CD art again. That's what I love about the Japanese games. They have a lot of CD art on them. Back and front with a booklet. There we go. That's number 7. Here we have Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix plus Ultimate Hits. Don't know what the Ultimate Hits are, but we open them up. It's also a dual disc with more CD art. I do believe this is Chain of Memories. The first one is Chain of Memories, and then this one is the Final Mix. So it actually is similar to the other Final Mix we had from Kingdom Hearts, but this one had extra CD in it. Again, some cool art. This one doesn't seem to have the reflective front or the back, but nonetheless pretty cool. Ultimate Hits, I wonder if that's like the European version for Best Buy or like Platinum. And then the last game that was in there, it's actually not a Square Enix game. It is a very good game though. I've been playing Dark Cloud and actually playing that right now on my PlayStation 4. And after that I'll play Dark Chronicle. And well, this is like a spiritual successor to that game. It's also from level 5. It's called Rogue Galaxy. It's kind of my the games I kind of like. I used to play them when I was a kid. Just started replaying them recently. I'll be shooting some game footage, what do you call them, let's play games on my YouTube channel in the future. Right now I'm focusing on me purchasing items and showing them to you guys and doing the showroom, and not so much on the game streaming yet. That will be something in the future. So yeah, I just wanted to show it to you guys. Rogue Galaxy, it's not Square Enix, still a good game. Not sure if I'll keep this in my collection. Came with the bundle. I might sell it, I don't know yet. So that's one package down. We still have quite a few to go. So I'll probably be cutting this video into several parts, else it will be just way too long for the video. So yeah, I'm just gonna open the second package and continue on. Wonder what this is. These look to be a lot smaller. So these probably are PS1. So the 9 games we had before were PS2. Kind of hard to open this. Might get the knife again. Here we go. Oh, it's actually double layered. So there's another layer of bubble wrap. It's got a lot of the protection they put on it, the care of taking care of the games with shipping. Japan is quite a bit distance from Europe, so yeah, anything can happen to these games. Alright, don't know which in order I'll start. I guess I'll start with Dragon Quest IV. So, and actually, I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy. I have been lacking in some of the Dragon Quest games. I haven't played all of them yet. I do want to pick that up. I know there's quite a few remakes. I might want to pick up these. These are just for collector's sake, and I might just play the Game Boy Advance version or the remakes from the 3DS, I believe. So here's Dragon Quest IV. There is a title with it. Fortunately, I can't read it. Dragon Quest IV. There's also the English version that says there. So this is a PS1 game, and everything's complete. Spine art, booklets. Really loving this. So this is a game not from Square Enix. This is from Enix. This is before the merge. So Enix, Dragon Quest IV, booklets, spine cards, everything. Might be an idea for a future video. You have these cards in these games. I mean, they're already really old. I mean, these games are from like the 90s or the zeros. But I've been thinking about filling in one of those cards and just sending them to Square Enix and see what kind of reaction I'll get from them. Might be really fun to see what kind of reaction I'll get, because you're supposed to fill these in when you buy the game, not like 20 years later. Then we got The Legend of the Dragoon. I do believe in Japan it's called Dragon Dragoon. So This is definitely, judging from the text, the Japanese version. The CD came loose, I have to put that back on there. We got Legend of the Dragoon for the PS1. And again, spine card included. Never use these, but I always keep them there. And one disc, the green one, I have a red disc. Then you flip the casing, there's the purple disc, a whole lot of, well, paper work, the booklet, and then the blue disc, the final disc. And again, I mentioned this before, but it's, yeah, I'm really surprised on the condition. I would rate this like a 9 or a 10. This is almost like a perfect condition. But when you actually buy these from, when I bought them from my buyer, he would describe them as bad or poor quality. Maybe because he didn't check the quality, maybe he's just doing it as a precaution, just in case they are bad, that, you know, he cannot be accounted for it because he did mention it's bad. But this is by no means, this is a bad quality. This is actually really good. Here we have from Square Soft, so also not a Square Enix game. I believe Square Enix, you started mostly in European, at least in 2000, in the PlayStation 2 era. So everything that's PlayStation 1 related is either still Enix or Square Soft. And yeah, Square Enix you'll probably start seeing on the PS2 era. So we got Chrono Cross here. Let me open it up. This one's actually quite hard to open. There we go. Disc 2. And this one should be underneath here. There we go. A 2-disc game as well. Again, spine card included. And I have to put it a little bit more there. So spine card included. We have what I assume are like advertisement flyers. Here you can buy some merchandising, kind of cool. Square licensed goods, probably sold out a century ago. And a booklet, which is a really thin booklet apparently. So yeah, that's Chrono Cross. Also a game I used to play a lot back in the day. Just checking how I can put the spine card, there we go. So that's the third PS1 game. Let me check, there's another Squaresoft game in there. Of course, Final Fantasy VIII. And actually the cover, or the disc art, the art on the discs are less fascinating than the ones we have. I have a Final Fantasy VIII one in Europe, and those CD art is really cool. This one is just kind of plain, actually. I'm a little bit surprised by that. So we got Final Fantasy, I guess, booklet. It's just advertisement. This is the booklet with the booklet of the game. Just had to adjust my camera there a little bit. And again, the spine card. So even this one is complete. And if I check the discs, I haven't checked them yet, but yeah, there's a little bit of dust sprinkles on it, but there's like literally no scratches at all. So it's a perfect condition. The casings as well, there's no scratches, there's no damage, there's no fading from the light. It's just unbelievable. And to even think you would put it as a bad condition, it's just crazy. So I'm just putting these aside. Fortunately, I have to do it differently because with all the books, the CD becomes so thick it's hard to close. So you actually need to divide them over the whole case, unlike what I was trying to just put everything into one spot. And the last one from the second batch is actually also not a Square Enix or Square Enix related game, but nonetheless also a really good game. Just gonna show it to you guys. Tales of Eternia from Namco. Haven't played a lot of Tale games, I played a few, so I know what the games are like and they're kind of cool. So again, comes with the spine card, comes with a flyer, leaflet, advertisement. Comes again with one of those cards you can fill in and send it to the creator, the publisher. You got Tales of Eternia booklet, And then there's disc 1. There's no disc here, this is just space to put all of this stuff because it's just a lot, it's crazy. And the other 2 discs, so it's a 3-disc game. So Tales of Eternia, really cool game. Just gonna put everything back, see if I can flip it. There we go, put the last one in there. Alright, so we're just gonna make a small cut here so I can divide my video into 3 sections or 2 sections depending on how long it will take.